There are a lot of differences that I've noticed between grocery stores in Germany and grocery stores in the USA. So many that this is actually going to be a two-part video. And today, it's some of the bigger differences that I've come across. Hey everyone, I'm Donna and you're watching Wanted Adventure Living Abroad. Many supermarkets in the US are really big, and they often include a deli area with meat and cheese, a fish department, a bakery section, a section with medicine that you don't need a prescription for, like cold medicine and ibuprofen, as well as a pharmacy area for filling prescription medications. German grocery stores, on the other hand, are often a good bit smaller. Not all of the time. There are also some big stores here in Germany, like Real and Hit, for example, but a lot of the stores around town are smaller than the stores in the US, and I would say they are about the size of a Walgreens or a CVS in the US. And grocery stores in Germany usually do have a butcher and a cheese section too. Some stores have a fish department, and often located just outside of the store but within the same building is a bakery. But you cannot buy medicine in grocery stores in Germany, and there's also no pharmacy within the store. Since stores are usually bigger in the US, it would only make sense that there would be a bigger selection of things to buy there too. You can find more things overall in US grocery stores, but also more options for those things. So whereas in Germany you'll usually find 5 or 6 different kinds of cream cheese, I would say you've got at least maybe 25 or more different kinds and flavors of cream cheese in the US. 1 or 2 freezer sections of ice cream in Germany compared with a whole long aisle of probably, 15 plus freezers of, I would guess, at least 100 different kinds of ice cream in the US. I've heard and can definitely imagine that for Germans or anyone who is not used to this, it could be really overwhelming in the US. I mean, you just want some ice cream. Why are there 100 different options? But when you grow up with all of these choices, you can be and sometimes really get used to being very particular about exactly what you like and then really able to buy that thing exactly as you like it. Both me and my mom, for example, love peanut butter ice cream, but my mom likes chocolate ice cream with peanut butter, whereas I like peanut butter ice cream with chocolate and peanut butter chunks. So when I came to Germany with these very specific likes, it also took me some time to get used to the grocery stores here. I had to broaden my taste for some things. For other things, I learned to make them at home, and for some things, I just kind of learned to do without them. I would say that America is pretty well known for its customer service, sometimes even going a little overboard with it. Satisfaction guaranteed or your money back is a phrase that you'll often hear in the US associated not just with grocery stores, but also with the service industry in America in general. You can often return stuff to the grocery store even if you don't have a receipt anymore. From my experience, for the most part, they will just take it back and give you your money back, probably even expressing their apologies to you that you weren't happy with the purchase. In Germany, it's been my own personal experience that even when I have a receipt, if I try to bring something back to the grocery store, I often feel like the people are frustrated with me for trying to return something. And a couple of times I've tried to bring stuff back to the store without a receipt. And let's just say that it wasn't the most pleasant encounter that I ever had in my life. I don't try to return things in Germany without a receipt anymore. This past Christmas, when I was visiting my parents in the US, my dad and I went to the grocery store, and when we came back home, we realized that we had bought the wrong thing, and just offhand, he was like, "Oh, it's okay, I'll bring it back to the store tomorrow." And I was like, "But Dad, you already threw out the receipt!" You know, my brain was on like, no receipt, no return. And I was so panicked about it. I was like, "We can't bring it back." And he just looked at me like I had completely lost my mind. He was just like, "Donna, why would I need a receipt? they'll just take it back. It's okay. And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. All right, you've got what you need from the store. Now it's time to pay for it. If you're in Germany and you didn't bring a bag with you to the grocery store, make sure to grab one from under the checkout lane conveyor belt. Now watch out here, because in some stores, the bags are not always available at all the checkout lanes. I'm not really sure why, but sometimes they're not. So sometimes you might have to jump out of line to grab a bag from another lane. In Germany, you have to pay for those bags too, whereas in a lot of places in the US, you don't. Bags are free. Although I did see some comments in my Not Free in Germany, Free in the USA video saying that in some states in the US, stores are starting to charge for bags there as well. While standing in line in both the US and Germany, there are often candy bars there to tempt you. But I have also seen in Germany, instead of candy bars, sometimes there are small bottles of shots of alcohol at the checkout. And I have mentioned this one in the video on why I suck at grocery shopping in Germany. Once it is finally your turn, it is a mad dash to the finish line. And I am just not fast enough. I do not know how the cashiers do it so quickly here. It is like they are training for an Olympic sport. It's really impressive how fast they go, just whipping the items through the scanner and down the chute. And I'm down there in the weeds, just in over my head, trying to pack away the things as fast as I can. I am so secretly relieved when an item won't scan. And the cashier has to try to scan it a few times, maybe even type the code in manually. I'm like, yes, I have some time to try to deal with the mountain of food that is just growing in front of me. The cashier announces what I owe and I pay, and then before I know it, the next person's stuff, like their broccoli and their orange juice, is tumbling down on top of my stuff. I do my best, but I'm just not as fast as the cashiers. Yeah. In the US, the checkout process is generally a good bit calmer. In many stores, there's either a bagger to put your stuff into your bags or the cashier does it, and you probably even make a little small talk too. So my question for you is, which do you prefer here? A big store, big selection, smaller store, fast checkout, calm checkout? What has been your experience with the things that I mentioned? Please let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and keep an eye out for part 2 of the video coming soon. Until next time, auf Wiedersehen. And so if you, ready? Particular about you like you like ice cream. Selection. A section with medicine for that you don't. There we go.